Hello, ranchers, dippers, and dunkers alike. You are listening to Spill the Ranch. I'm your host, Noelle Zeller, and I am on social media as Noelle Loves Sloths on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. So you might know me better from those places. But hello, welcome to episode 4 of season 2 of Spill the Ranch. We're back for another week. It's Halloween week. This episode will be coming out the day before Halloween, so happy Halloween. Halloween Junior is today. And I can't even tell you how freaking excited I am for Halloween this year. You guys, I'm going to let you guess what I'm going to be. And then you'll find out on TikTok tomorrow on Friday, October 31st, Halloween. You will find out. That's how you'll find out. But I'm going to give you a few clues as to what I'm being. And I will do that later in the episode. So make sure you listen for that because I'm really excited. It's going to be so good. Like, I was born for this role. I really do feel that that is true. So hello. I feel like I haven't sat down to record for a while because I pre-recorded last week's episode like a week early. So it's really been a while since I've had to sit down and record an episode. And I'm just so excited for Halloween. Like, you guys, I used to not really be a Halloween person. It just was not my jam. But now I don't know what it is. Like, I just love it and I get excited for it. I think part of it is that now, like, that I can be excited for like the actual handing out candy now that I own a home. Last year was my first year like ever, you know, handing out candy to the neighborhood kids. And that really changed my perspective because that's the fun part is like seeing kids dressed up and just seeing how much fun they're having. And it's like really fun and magical for them. And so, yeah, I love Halloween now. I'm so excited that it's on a Friday night. I already have a plan for school tomorrow and we're going to be watching Goosebumps. Like don't worry. I'm going to make them like also do something somewhat school related. But yeah, I just feel like with it being Halloween, the students are going to be a little bit rowdy. They're going to be a little bit unfocused. And so I thought maybe let's try and do like a fun activity so that they're not just like pulling their hair out all day. So yeah, I'm really excited. We have a lot to catch up on because I have been to Boston. And you know what just came into my head was from Gilmore Girls, Richard Gilmore said, "I am an autumn." And I've never felt more that way this week. Like this whole past weekend, it was rainy and cold all weekend. So it's really starting to feel like fall. And honestly, I didn't mind that it was kind of gloomy all weekend. It just kind of gave me a reason to stay in and just like get some projects done and work and, you know, just do like content stuff. And so that was really nice. But yeah, I am going, like today, our main topic is actually going to be online bullying because if you follow me on my social medias, you probably have seen that there's just been some bullying, for lack of a better term, going on in my comment sections. And, you know, it was a little bit of a rough week. So I'm going to talk about that. And I don't want to talk about just me because this kind of internet bullying, like I am the least of my worries here. Like I worry more about kids who are getting this kind of bullying in their comment sections. And that's what worries me most about just kind of like the trend lately of the negativity and the making fun of others online. So I'm going to talk about that today. And that's going to be our main topic. But first, we do have to catch up. We have to just talk about how my trip to Boston was, what I've been up to, my weekend. So I'm going to start with my weekend. So my past weekend, last Friday was Zach's 31st birthday. So he is 31 now, you know, we're just getting older every day, every year. So, you know, I went to dinner with him. We went to just a really good steakhouse in Kansas City. It's called J. Gilbert's, and we've been there like once before, and he really wanted to go again. So I thought, let's go for his birthday. And I made a reservation. And, in the comments, when I made the reservation, how like on Open Table, you can like leave a comment for like special occasion or whatever. So I said, it's my husband's birthday. And a lot of times when you leave a comment, they don't do anything about it. And like it's whatever. So I didn't expect them to like tell him happy birthday or anything. But we walk in and like I say I have a reservation, and the hostess goes, "Oh yeah, happy birthday." And she says, "Happy birthday to my husband." And then we sit down, and our waitress comes up and immediately is like, "Here, we have a birthday, happy birthday." And she gave Zach a little card, and on the card it was like just a handwritten note, which is so nice. And it said, we thank you for celebrating your birthday with us. We're so honored that you're choosing to spend your birthday here. Please enjoy a chocolate mousse for your dessert tonight on us, on the house. And that was just so nice. Like they really took care of us. Like I said, we'd been there before. We knew it was a great restaurant already, but like Friday night, like they were incredible. Our waitress was amazing. The food is great. They have great steak. Obviously, it's a steakhouse, but they have great other dishes as well. I've had their Wagyu burger before, and it's freaking awesome. But on Friday, I got steak. So that was really good. Zach got steak and lobster. We really just enjoyed our time there. We had some delicious drinks. It was so much fun. They were so nice to us. So if you are in the Kansas City area looking for a good steakhouse and just a nice night out, go to J. Gilbert's. It is so delicious. So that's what we did on Friday. And we after dinner, we just went out with some of our friends. We just met up with a big group of everybody. And then on Saturday, okay, so you know how we have season tickets to KU, and I can hear Zach walking past. Hello? Hi. Yeah. Huh? He just said, go along. So Saturday, you know how we have season tickets for KU football? Well, the biggest game of the year, arguably, was this past Saturday. KU played K-State. It's the Sunflower Showdown. They're our biggest rival. They are our in-state rival, and they beat us in football every single year. Like for the past 17 years, they have beat us every single time that they've played. We thought maybe this year would be different where, we have the home field advantage. We are a decent team this year, and they killed us. They beat us like 42-17. It was also really cold out. So the night before, I was like, Zach, I don't want to go to this game. Like, it's going to be raining. It's going to be cold. I'm going to be miserable. I don't want to bring that negative energy to the game. I was like, is there anybody that you could invite? And he invited one of his friends. So it ended up working out perfect. I didn't go to the game. I was watching it from home. But eventually I turned it off because it was kind of just depressing me, honestly, because we were losing. So yeah, Zach and his friend went to the game. And then later in the afternoon, I met up with Zach and some of our friends, and we just grabbed dinner. And that's kind of all we did yesterday. Yesterday I did a lot of just like content stuff for my social media pages. I honestly was really busy all weekend with social media stuff, just working on brand deals and things. And yeah, it was honestly just a really like a chill yet very productive weekend, which I was happy about. Like, we got to be social, and then I also got to get some stuff done around the house. I got to get some content stuff done. So it was all good. And Sunday, just like a football watch day. And then I think this week, what I've been thinking is I really want to make some chili. That's what I'm really wanting to make for dinner this week. So I think I'm going to go to the store today and get some stuff to make chili. I'll probably make that. I'm filming this on Sunday, so I'm going to make that on Monday. Because I'll probably be too lazy to cook anything tonight. But okay, Boston. I went to Boston 2 weekends ago, and let me tell you, it was such a fun trip. So I went to go visit my friend who lives there right now. She's a travel nurse. It's her like fifth or sixth city that she's lived in since she began travel nursing a couple years ago. And it's also her last travel nursing city. So I was like, I gotta get over there. I gotta go visit her on this, travel nursing journey that she's been on. And I've always wanted to go to Boston, so I was really excited to go visit her. Great time of year to go. Like the weather when I was there was so perfect. It was nice in fall weather. It was like 55, 60 degrees all weekend. It was sunny. It was a perfect weekend because we did a lot of like walking around and such, which is amazing. On one of the days, we just walked around the whole city of Boston. So let me just walk you through some of the stuff we did. So I got to Boston Friday afternoon. We went to dinner that night, and then we went out. We were out kind of late. It was a really good time. I got to meet a lot of just supporters who follow me on TikTok. A lot of people came up to me, and it was really awesome just like meeting people, and that was really, really fun. We went to like 4 different bars after dinner, and we could walk to all of them. So like that was really fun. And then the next day we got up and we drove out to it's like in the suburbs, but it was called Lookout Farms. And it was like a pumpkin patch cider mill kind of deal. It kind of had everything. It had apple picking, pumpkin patch. It had a tap room with beer. It had food. It had a playground. Like it literally had everything. And so we went to that. One of her friends that also lives in Boston, like all 3 of us, we went together. We drove out there, and it was really fun because I got to drive through a lot of little towns like little suburb towns that are outside of Boston. And it's just so cute out there. And it really made me want to watch Hocus Pocus. Like it really kind of reminded me of like, I was like, oh, like that's really what neighborhoods here look like. It's so like northeastern. Like I loved it. It was so much fun, and everything was so pretty and so cute. So that's what we did during the day on Saturday. And then that night we went to the neighborhood of Seaport, or the district, I guess is what it would call it. And we went to a brewery there, and in that brewery there's like a seasonal Halloween pop-up bar. So we went to that. And then after the Halloween pop-up bar, we went to a restaurant. It was called Mr. H, and it was also in Seaport. We were able to walk there from the brewery, and we had dinner there, and that was so good. And then that night we just went home and watched Twitches, which was so good. I hadn't seen that movie in a really long time. Let me tell you, Twitches, that movie is funny. I was laughing like a lot of the time. It was really cute. I forgot how much I loved that movie. And then the next day on Sunday, we woke up, we had brunch at Contessa, which is like this rooftop restaurant in Back Bay, I believe. So we went to that. And that was a really pretty restaurant. It was so cute inside. Like I said, it's a rooftop. It's like 360 view of like downtown Boston. You could see the park and everything, and that was just really pretty. We had some good drinks, some good breakfast, brunch, and then we walked kind of all around. Like we walked through Back Bay, Beacon Hill, downtown, and North End. So that's kind of everywhere we went throughout that whole day. We were gone the entire day. We were gone until 9:00. Because like I said, we went to the Cheers bar, which was really fun. I'm a big fan of the show Cheers. And so I was like, we have to go to that bar. We went there. The Chiefs happened to be playing at the same time. That worked out really well. And then we went to the public library. We also did a Boston Tea Party, like reenactment thing at the Boston Tea Party Memorial Museum, I guess is what it is. It's like on the harbor, and you get to actually like throw tea into the harbor, and you get to, you know, pretend like you were one of the revolutionaries. It was really fun. And I even got a speaking role. Like they give you roles, and some of which are speaking roles, and I got to like get up and like say something in front of it. It was really funny. I think I have a video of it somewhere. I might post it to TikTok, so watch out for that. And then after that, we walked to the North End and we got some really good pizza. We got a really good cannoli, and then we went home. So that was my whole weekend in Boston. It was literally so much fun. We packed in as much as we possibly could in a short amount of time. We did a lot of walking. It was really fun. The weather was great. We lucked out on the weather. It was fabulous. So that was just such a blast. If you're thinking of going to Boston, do it. It's a great city. It's very walkable. The only thing is the traffic is kind of insane. I was really surprised at like how bad the traffic was, because like I go to Chicago a lot. Like I have a lot of family that live there, and like the traffic in Chicago is bad, but like Chicago's way bigger than Boston. I felt like the traffic in Boston was worse than Chicago, which I don't know if you've been to both. What do you think? But yeah, everything else though, I loved. I can't wait to go back someday. And I really want to go to like Cape Cod. I really want to go to Salem. We weren't able, obviously, to like fit all of that in. But yeah. Okay, I think it's time to get into the topic of the week, which is online bullying. And then after that, we will do our weekly segments, which are the pop culture story of the week, my favorite fast food I've been eating lately, and my favorite products I've been using. So let's start with online bullying. I have been kind of a hot topic this week, if you will, because something I've been dealing with pretty much ever since TikTok started doing like the photo feature in comments. People comment, like they take screenshots of my face, like really inopportune times where where I look really, really bad, and just really unflattering screen grabs of my face from videos and stuff. And they post those to the comments. And basically they're trying to make fun of the way I look, I think, and making a joke out of it. And, so that's been a problem in my comment section ever since the photo feature has been a thing. And, you know, for a while I was just kind of confused. I was like, what is this? Why? Like, why? And then I made the mistake, and I shouldn't have done this, of comparing myself to other creators. And I went to other creators, you know, of similar size to me, similar whatever, and seeing if there were like unflattering photos in their comment sections. And there wasn't. And I was like, okay, why is it just me? And obviously, like, it makes you think like, oh, like people are making fun of me. It's kind of a weird feeling, like being very aware that not everyone, but a lot of people are like making fun of you, and they think the way you look is ugly. And like, it's just not a really good feeling when you know people are thinking that way about you. You know, TikTok doesn't really do a lot to protect you from bullying and from harassment. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what this is. Like, this is harassment. Yes, it bothers me that people make fun of me. Of course. How could it not bother me? This is nothing new. Like, I have been on the internet for 5 years. Like, I know that this comes with the platform, and I'm grateful for my platform. And like, this is something that I'm willing to endure because I love like what I do so much. But I also know that I am not immune from criticism. People are allowed to have opinions about me. People are allowed to voice those opinions. And I appreciate when my audience, that they have the freedom to bring forward valid criticisms of me, but that's not what this is. This is just bullying and harassment. And what makes me sadder, and especially now, like, this is the kind of bullying that kids are dealing with. the majority of the time. And that's what worries me more. You have a teenager that's posting on TikTok and they're getting made fun of for their appearance or for the way they talk or for the way they speak or for the way they dance, and they're being made fun of. That's when I have a real problem with that, because they might not have the support system that I have or that other people have. You don't know what they're going through. So I'd urge you to please be kind. I want to make people laugh. I want to give people comfort. I want people to feel like they're never alone, like they can watch my videos while they're eating and like they're not eating by themselves, you know? That's why I do this. I do this for the people who are kind. Here's the thing, like I kind of said earlier, I know that people are going to make fun of me. I know it's going to happen, and like I can handle it. But, you know, it does at some point, sometimes it comes to a boiling point, a breaking point. Like it just does sometimes. I'm human. Of course it affects me. But you know what? Sometimes I get a little sad about it, but then I say, you know what? Like, let's put it behind us and just keep going, because I love making content. I love creating content, and I don't want to stop doing that just because some people are making fun of me. So yeah, there we go. Be kind. Let's get into our weekly segments. Well, first of all, our weekly segments are pop culture story of the week, new fast food items I have tried and love, and products I've been loving lately. So for the pop culture story of the week, since it's Halloween week, I have to talk about Heidi Klum. Every year for the past like almost 25 years, Heidi Klum has been doing some like outrageous Halloween costumes. I actually went back and I looked back on every single one of her costumes since 2001. I think that might have been when she started it. And she is well known. If you don't know who Heidi Klum is, she is a very famous model, and she has just been in the entertainment industry for a long time. She was on Project Runway, and she's beautiful. And she every year dresses something as something for Halloween that's like super outrageous. And it seems like in the past decade, I would say, it's been like extra outrageous types of costumes. So here are some of the things that she has been. Last year she was E.T. And if you haven't seen what she's worn, you need to look it up. Like, as I'm saying these, it's insane. Like, they're very, very realistic costumes. So last year she was E.T. In 2023, she was a peacock. In 2022, this one might be one of the most famous ones. She was a worm. Yes, she was a worm. In 2021, that was like COVID. So she was a zombie. There wasn't a party that year, but she wears all these to her like Halloween parties. And then in 2019, she was an alien. And then some other honorable mentions. She was the thriller werewolf. That's a hard word to say, one year. And then she was Jessica Rabbit. That was a really big one. And then she was also Fiona from Shrek. She's done all of these insane costumes. And I'm really excited to see what she decides to do this year. I mean, I would say that I want to try to like predict what she's going to be, but there's no way. I mean, there's no way to like predict it because she's so all over the place, and I don't really follow her on social media, but maybe she does give like clues. I'm not really sure. So yeah, I'm excited to see what she has in store for us this year. I'm sure it's going to be insane. Like literally, I think about the fact that she was a worm for Halloween at least like once a week. Like it's something that I think about often. So Heidi, if you're watching this, I don't know why I would say that. Of course she's not watching this or listening to this, but I am excited to see whatever it is she dreams up for this year's Halloween. Our next weekly segment is new fast food items I have tried and I love. I haven't really tried anything new. I did try the Burger King Monster menu. It was pretty good. I mean, I won't lie. It didn't like wow me. So I'm not going to say anything else about it other than I loved the orange bun and I loved the mozzarella fries. Those were really good. I didn't try the ice cream though. And the ice cream like sundae thing looks really good. But some other like fast food items I really do love. You guys, I love crumble. I love crumble cookies. I just, even when they have a cookie that's like not my favorite, it's still delicious. Like the people who say that they don't like crumble and they don't think it's good, like, I don't know. I just think you're lying. Like, oh, so you just don't like fun and happiness? Like, it's delicious. That's all I have to say. I love it so much. Another honorable mention is Pizza Hut. I mean, nobody out pizzas the Hut. It's true. Like, if you're going to try to out pizza the Hut, you won't. It's been around for a long time. It's going to be around for a long time. I just had Pizza Hut for lunch today and it was amazing. Like, it's good every single time. It's reliable. The cinnamon sticks are so incredible. So tasty. So yeah, those are my honorable mentions for the week. Although they're not new fast food items, they are some of my favorites. So those are my fast food items for the week. And on to our last weekly segment, which is products I've been loving lately. And if you follow me, this is no secret. I love Rhode. Rhode by Hailey Bieber is one of my favorite, actually, it is my favorite she has my favorite lip products. I have the lip shapes, which is like the lip liners. I have the peptide lip treatments, and I have the lip tints, and they are all so good. I actually I just put in an order for some more lip tints. And I got some of the skincare too, and I think it's supposed to arrive tomorrow. So I'm excited to try the skincare. All of my friends use the Rhode skincare, and I just haven't tried it yet. And when I was in Boston, my friend was using like the glazing milk and some other products from Rhode, and I was like, "Oh, do you really like that stuff?" And she was like, "Yes, like you need to try it." So I ordered some of that, and I'm looking forward to trying it this week. But yeah, the lip glosses are so good. They really make your lips plump. They are so glossy, and like the peptide lip treatments really do stay on for a long time. And I really, really love the brand. Like, I just am a huge fan. So that's some products I've been loving lately. If you ever see anything on if you're ever wondering what my lip combo is, it's most likely a Rhode lip liner and a Rhode either lip tint or peptide lip treatment, which is just like the clear gloss. So, and that's just what I just put on. Like I said, I was going to give you a hint as to what I'm going to be for Halloween. So here are the hints. I'm going to give you 3 hints. First one is I'm wearing a wig. The second one is it is a couple's costume with my husband. So his costume goes with mine. And then the last thing is that we are being characters from a show. So those are my 3 hints for you. If you are still listening and you were wondering what they were, those are the hints for my Halloween costume. And you'll find out on TikTok on Halloween night. If you have stories that you would like to share with me and you want feedback from an unbiased 28-year-old woman, please email those stories to spilltheranch@gmail.com. I want to start a weekly segment where I anonymously, so I won't share your name or anything, but where I anonymously share your stories and give you unbiased feedback. So if you're interested in that, just send me an email. Again, it'll be completely anonymous. I will not share your name. You can direct message me those stories too. That's fine. Okay, well, I think that just about does it for this week. But yeah, thank you so much for listening this week. I'm so excited for Halloween. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween weekend. I have a very full weekend because we have Halloween on Friday and then Saturday is KU homecoming. So we're going to be in Lawrence going to the football game. My sister is in town. Just busy time. If you don't follow me on social media, you should. I'm Noelle Loves Sloths on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I also have a Spill the Ranch Instagram that is called Spill the Ranch. So follow me on those pages so that you don't miss a thing. I look forward to seeing you guys again next week, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye.